The lenses are, yeah. I'm Dave, and there's Tom. And here play.
Welcome to Retired Time Productions.
Hello, this is Dave from Retired Time Productions, and I've got a confession. I've gone over to the dark side. That's right. I got a DJI Mavic. Yeah, it just came in the mail. It took 2 weeks. I couldn't believe it only took 2 weeks. After all the stories I'd heard and the things I'd read. I think the secret was, for one, I was in the U.S. and I was near one of the distribution hubs not too far from Atlanta, Georgia, where a lot of DJI stock has landed. And I just happened to get lucky, and I ordered it from the DJI online store. And I think that really helped to do it that way instead of going through a third-party vendor. I still don't think Best Buy has any of them. I've kept looking down there, and all they got is an empty case that says, "Coming soon." But I never see a Mavic in it. So we'll see. I've heard maybe it'll be April before they get any. I don't know. But it's all a secret. DJI is the only one that knows, but I think it has to do with logistics. I don't think the Apple stores even have them yet. But anyway, I feel lucky I got one. I know some people have got them a lot sooner. But I just ordered mine 2 weeks ago, and I thought getting it in 2 weeks was a miracle. But now I did order the Fly More package because I've been told that that's the only way you can get extra batteries. Like if you order batteries separately, they'll come who knows when. People aren't even getting their batteries. So I ordered the Fly More package, which comes with 2 batteries and a charger and some other goodies. And it's, I don't know, it ran the price up another $100 or so, but I thought it was worth it. I think the whole thing was about $13.99. I think the price was $13.99, $12.99 normally, and then $13.99 with a Fly More. I might be wrong, you know, I get stuff wrong, but I think that's what it is. But anyway, I got the box here. This is what the box looks like if you get the Fly More package. Came FedEx from Atlanta, Georgia, or somewhere down near Atlanta, Georgia. And let's just open it up and see what's in there. See, I'm curious. I also ordered, with the Fly More package, I also ordered an extra sunshade. I think it's called a sunshade or something that keeps the sun away from your display. And then I got a filter set, and that wasn't in the Fly More package, so it was extra. Now I've heard some of these accessories aren't coming either, so I'm interested, is it in this box or do I have to wait for those and get them later? So pardon my dirty bench here, I haven't really cleaned up too much. I'm working on so many projects. Okay, is that better? I hope so. You got more of an aerial view now. Okay, so right here, let's get this box out. You know what, I think it's easier just to grab the one with the handle. We'll pull that one out first. Okay, that looks like the actual Mavic right there. And before I open that up though, let's see what these other things are. I want to see if I got those accessories. So put the Mavic right there. You can still see it. Don't leave. You can still see it. There it is. Okay, now we'll pull this box out because this is suspicious. Let's find out what this is. Okay, spare part number. Shoulder bag. Okay, that's the shoulder bag. Alright. You aren't really interested in the shoulder bag anyway, are you? Okay, what's this? This is the Fly More combo. So, you know, I'm not seeing those accessories yet unless they're stuffed in one of these boxes. See if I can get this open. Okay, so we got this is the Fly More stuff that you get extra beyond the quadcopter. So we got a battery charging hub, and I think this is the one where you can charge 4 batteries at once. And then we have the car charger that connects to that, I think. Then there's an intelligent battery, and I assume another intelligent battery. Yeah, so that's why I ordered the Fly More, because you get 2 batteries. And I don't think there's a battery in this box, but we'll find out. Okay, now what do we got? The blades. Okay. And Oh yeah, that's right. You only get 2 blades because the other 2 blades are, I think, already on the quad or need to be installed. We'll find out. And then this is the battery to power bank adapter. What is it? I don't know. I'll have to find out. Looks interesting. So that's what was in that box. Okay, stay tuned because I will be opening up the Mavic. But first, let's see what's in this bag box. I know you don't want to see the bag. You're probably saying, I don't want to see any old bag. Show me the quad. Well, I'll let you know there's a lot of people on the internet have been waiting for months to get their quads, and the phrase right now is, where's my Mavic? You can look on the discussion list and there's 1,000 posts there about where's my Mavic. So I guess we can wait a little bit just to see the bag. Okay, it is just a bag. I don't see anything else in there besides the bag, so I won't bore you with it. There it is. Alright, now let's open up the Mavic itself. Here's what you've been waiting for. Drum roll, please. Here we go. There it is. Oh, wait a minute now. Is that a battery? No, it's not a battery. It's cables. A USB cable. I can assume that's the one that plugs into your, well, if you have an iPhone, it'd be an iPhone or an Android device. And there's the power cord. You got to have a power cord, right, in order to charge it. I'm not sure this is anything. It looks like just a piece of paper. Maybe we'll find a use for it. And oh, here's some more cables. So that maybe that was just the regular USB cables, and these are the ones for the phones. Right there. Got 2 different kinds. Probably the for your iPhone, iPad, and then you got your Android devices. And here is the Mavic itself. And there's a look at it. You can see it's very small, and that's one of the reasons I want it. I think the 2 things that caught my eye on this is the small size and portability because it folds up, but also it's supposed to have a long range on the video and control. Like, you know, it can go miles or something, which I thought was something new for high definition. That's great. So I thought, yeah, I want to do high def. I've always wanted to do high def and still have pretty good range. So there it is right there. And I'll get into more about this as I learn about it, so I don't want to make this video too long, but see, there's the arms folding out there. So they're really easy to fold out, and they just kind of snap into place. And then these have to go the other way. They kind of rotate this way and up. And you can see there is 2 missing propellers. That's why we had those other propellers that came in the kit. But there's no extra propellers that I can see. So there we go. There's the Mavic, and there's the famous butt end of it that just practically sits on the ground. And then these things hold it up. I also have some extenders coming that RC Shim mentioned in one of his videos that will extend these landing legs and this back end here. We'll see what happens. There's the sonar on the bottom. Get the light over here. So this is the sonar that detects how high off the ground it is. And then there's some proximity detectors in the front here. They look like little cameras. And then this rubber thing just peels off. And there's your plastic dome that everybody knows about. Okay, now let's take a quick look at the controller. And yeah, I'll get back and show you the gimbal in a little bit, but that plastic cover just covered up the gimbal. Probably saying, read the manual, read the manual. Okay, I'll read the manual, but let's just see. Okay, I might have to read the manual first. Or watch somebody else's YouTube video. Hey, there you go. And then we got these that just fold down for the phone. I know about that. And there's already a cord already in there. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a cord already in there to plug in the phone. And then there's a couple others that I showed you for other phones, I guess. I tell you what, these are spring-loaded all the way, but they feel very comfortable. They even got the little grip tops. So it's pretty good weight, not too heavy. Not like some radios that have the monitor built in, so this is going to add weight when I put the phone or a tablet on it, but I guess you can also put the tablet on a tripod. Okay, there, I just popped open the antennas. They just were stuck. There's a little ridge here that goes into a little groove there, and that was holding them, but you can just pop them up like that. Now they don't lean forward too much. They'll go all the way about 90 degrees that way. Chances are, if you're holding the radio like this, you'll probably want them up. Something like that. So there's the controller. And we'll get into more what these buttons do. And there's a couple of dials on the side and so forth. You've probably seen in other videos. But I'm just getting a quick look at it. Okay, I was wrong about two things already. And I just wanted to show you the gimbal too. I forgot to do that. Okay, one thing was, you know, I showed you it came with 2 batteries right there, right? And I thought, well, that's all I got, because I got the Fly More package and I just got 2 batteries. But of course I was wrong. You probably noticed there's already a battery on the Quad Do. So there it is right there. Let's see if we can get it off. There it is. So there's actually 3 batteries, because here's another one right here. Interesting connector, the way it plugs in. Quite a few pins on that thing. Let's just see. I know you're probably all interested in what does this thing fly with, how many milliamp hours. So it is a 3830 milliamp hour, so 3830 milliamp hour, 11.4 volt. So it's a little bit above the 3-cell voltage. You know, instead of 11.1, it's 11.4. I don't know. Let's see what it is. Okay, that's why, because it's not. It's a lithium-ion polymer. Well, what does that mean? Is it a LiPo? I guess it is. I don't know. Lithium-ion, you know, I guess that's a LiPo. But there's something different about it because it's got a little extra voltage there. Or maybe that's just the way they rate it. I don't know. We'll have to find that out. But it says lithium-ion polymer. Maybe it's a little bit different chemistry to this battery than some of the common ones. I don't know. So we got 3 batteries. So if you get the Fly More, you actually get 3 batteries. So I'm glad I was wrong about that. Sometimes you're just glad when you're wrong. And okay, you know what? I forgot to show you the gimbal. So I'm just going to take this rubber thing, just protects this plastic from scuffing. Again, probably should be reading the directions, which I will before I fly it, but I just wanted to get in here and let you see what I'm seeing for the first time. I think the first time view is always the best. Get your first impressions. They always say your first impressions are the ones that you go by. And that's a nice looking little gimbal. Okay, there's one more clip here. Right here's another clip. So if you're traveling and there's going to be a lot of vibration, you don't want this wiggling around, you'd put this in. This is more of a protection for scratch. I've heard you can fly with it, but I don't know. It's going to get reflection on there, so questionable. But there's the gimbal. And I see several axes on this gimbal. Looks like it is a 3-axis gimbal. So that's pretty nice. This video is so impromptu, I didn't even do a thumbnail. Usually I'll take a picture, a special picture just for a thumbnail, but I didn't do it. So let's just do this. I don't know. Hey, this will look funny. How's that for a thumbnail? People say, what the heck is that? So as I expected, I did not get the extra filters or extra accessories that I ordered. One of them was filters. There were like 3 filters I didn't get. And I also didn't get the sunshade. And you can tell by this packing list that they weren't on there, because all I got was the Mavic Pro Fly More combo. So that's all that was in that box. So like I said, accessories are hard to come by right now, including batteries. So if you get the chance, order the Fly More combo. That's my best advice for this video, is get the Fly More combo so you have extra batteries, because when you're a beginner you want to be able to fly several times to learn, And if you only get one battery, the one that comes with the quad, you're going to be sorely disappointed. So yeah, it's an extra $100, but it's worth it. And the charger, the 4-port charger, is really handy, because if you got the 3 batteries, you would like to charge all of them at the same time, you can. In fact, you could charge 4. So that's a comment on that. So I showed you the plastic bubble here, and I was talking about how that might add glare when you're flying it. So already I came up with another idea. And supposedly you'll be able to order these online sooner or later, but I couldn't wait, so we downloaded the file from Thingiverse and printed it out on the 3D printer. And it basically takes the place of the plastic bubble and gives you a sunshade. So now you not only get a little bit of protection, somewhat, you know, like if you hit grass or something, it might protect it, but it also gives you a sunshade all around, so when you're flying you won't get that glare on the lens. And that, as far as I know, it doesn't show up in the picture unless you really yaw rapidly or do something like that, which you wouldn't really be doing for aerial photography. But if you're racing around, it might show up in the picture. And I think it's going to work out pretty good. So there it is, John 3, you know, my son John 3D printed that one. He's very clever. So this is the power bank adapter, and from the manual that came with it, what I can see is you actually plug a battery. Like you take one of these batteries and plug it on there, and then you can use the USB ports to charge your phone or run your phone or your tablet. That's so it makes a powered USB port adapter. So interesting. Didn't expect that. Now here's the 4-port charger, and it looks like you have to power that from underneath. I've got the car charger here, you know, that goes in the cigarette lighter, and the other end of that plugs in here. I think you can go either from the left or from the right, it doesn't matter, but you plug it in like that. It'll go in there that way, or you can flip it around and put it in this way. So they figured that out. So it goes either way. Your choice. I still haven't figured out what this AC cord is for. There's the connector, but I haven't found anything to stick it into. There was some more stuff in the box, and I was wondering how I was going to use the car charger with that end on it in the wall, and I saw this plug, and I figured there's got to be another power adapter, and there was. In fact, there was a couple different things still in the box that I hadn't found. So there is the regular charger, and it plugs in the same way as the car charger in the bottom of the 4-port adapter right there. So that solves that problem, and this AC cord plugs in there so you can charge it in the wall. And then there was this little book, which is the reason I don't know anything. This was still in the box, and all the manuals and warranties and everything are in there, so I'll have to check that out. And I was wrong again. There were some spare blades in the box. So there we go. There's 2 blades in here. I assume some are the rear or front. You know, they got markings on them so you can tell what to do with them, which motors they go on. But there is 4 sets of blades right here that came with it. So there is a replacement set of blades. Very nice. One other note, this little USB cable here that I thought was for a phone and decided it wasn't, it looks like it actually can plug in right here. So maybe you can plug in that while you're charging your batteries, and also charge perhaps the phone as well, or perhaps the controller, because it has a port on it. So I'll have to find out about that, but yeah, there's a little port right there. I don't think there's any others. Don't see any others, so that's about it. So one more thing that I think is important, and I went ahead and did this after the fact, but that's the DJI Care Refresh. I went ahead and purchased this. It's $99. Seems kind of high, but when you look at what you get as far as accelerated service, they'll They'll fix your problem quicker or replace your quad, and you get the best support that way, and also free shipping if it's in the region that you purchased it. And I've heard horror stories about people breaking their quad and then taking forever to get it back. Well, this solves that problem, and plus you don't have to pay to ship it. So this is a really handy thing, and for something so expensive I would go ahead and get it. Now you have to do this within 48 hours after activation. So once you activate, don't wait. If you want to get this, get it right away. I just went ahead and did it before I activated. I just went ahead and purchased it. You can also purchase it at the time that you buy the quad, so it's up to you, but I just suggest it. It looks like a very good idea. Okay, so if you got any comments, just leave them under the video. I'm sure I've probably created more questions than I've answered, because as you see, I just got it and I'm not an expert on it yet, but we'll learn, and you can just follow along with me and we'll find out what this thing's all about. I'm very excited about getting it though, and in 2 weeks, so that was pretty good. Thanks for watching.
Here, play.